What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Minnesota Vikings franchise. We are here in Week 8 of Season 5 with the Vikings at 500 right now and trying to get back on track. Christian Ponder was hurt for a while, and then they struggled in their last loss, and so hopefully they can bounce back here at home against a struggling Seattle Seahawks team who is coming off of a loss to the Green Bay Packers. And so we can see here at the coin toss, Christian Ponder standing across from Robert Griffin III. Vikings have the ball first down and 10. Ponder back to throw, and he hits Andrew Corliss right away for a nice 6-7 yard gain roughly. And that'll bring up now third and short. Ponder to pass again, and he's looking to his next tight end, Kyle Rudolph, and that's going to be a first down for the Vikings, 5-yard first down. And now third down and 7. Ponder trying to move the chains once more, and he's back to pass. He's under pressure, and he is sacked. Might have been able to hit his man coming across the middle, but Brandon Mebane put him down before he could have the chance to even think about it. And so RG3 on offense now, the Seahawks, and his screen pass is almost picked off by Jared Allen. How do you drop that one? Anyway, we'll skip ahead now later in the first quarter. Third down and 11 for Christian Ponder, and he's going to hook up with Percy Harvin in the slot, coming across the middle, 24-yard catch. Vikings passing game needs to come alive a little bit more, especially with the addition of Larry Fitzgerald. And now Ponder looking to take off on 2nd and 10, and he throws on the run to Jamez Logan, who is open and makes the catch and gets inside of the red zone. 38 yards for Jamez Logan. Vikings have some weapons on offense. It's just about getting the football distributed between those four big playmakers, Percy, Logan, Harvin, and Peterson. And so now we got first and goal, and second and goal actually. Hand off to Peterson, and he's going to break a tackle. He hasn't had very many good games as of late. The offensive line has not been helping him out. But now third down and goal, Ponder to throw, and he looks to the end zone for Rudolph, and it's incomplete. And so the Vikings have to settle for a field goal. Sebastian Janikowski comes out to attempt what is pretty much an extra point, and he's going to knock it home easily. So 3-0 Minnesota here in the first quarter. They have the lead. Now can the defense help them out and get the ball back into the hands of the offense? Hand off Bryce Brown, and he's going to go almost nowhere on that play, tackled by Jamel Fleming. 3rd and 6 coming up. RG3 out of the shotgun, hands it off to Bryce Brown once again up the middle, and the draw catches the Vikings defense off guard. Pretty good play call there, and that's going to be a first down, but now faced with 3rd down and 8. Can the Vikings stop him this time? Griffin back to pass. Good protection. He's got all sorts of time to throw the ball, and eventually he does find Mike Williams open, and so the pass rush could not get to him. That's 12 yards for Mike Williams. TJ Stripling was also hurt earlier in the game. And then Bryce Brown later trying to run the ball with the Vikings defense, so far playing good run defense. And now 3rd down and 4. Handoff goes to Bryce Brown up the middle, and a first down. He shoves away a defender, Adrian Peterson-like, and look at Bryce Brown going 45 yards to the house. Who does this guy think he is? Well, he's a second-year man out of Kansas State, and he just made a great play. And so the Vikings have the ball now. Ponder play action. He's highlighting Logan on the right side, and he stays in bounds. Remember the last episode or whenever it was when Logan couldn't stay in bounds? Derek Mason must have had a talk with him. I'm proud of Jamez Logan. He's come so far. 2nd down and 5. Ponder hooks up with Percy Harvin. Another first down. Let's get to the Seahawks, or the midfield marker, I should say. And now they are in Seahawks territory. Handoff goes to Adrian Peterson, wants to go to the left side, and he's tackled by Adi Cole, one of the best linebackers actually in this game. And now faced with 3rd down and 6, Logan in motion, Ponder back to throw, and he fires it to Logan over the middle, who makes the catch, and the Seahawks defender cannot rip the ball out. So a first down for the Vikings. Couple of nice plays from Logan on this drive. And now Ponder out of the shotgun on 3rd down and 7. He's back to throw. And wow, did you see Julius Peppers just jump over Dexter McCluster and sack Ponder? That is ridiculous. We end up punting. We get the ball later, though, in the second quarter, trying to get some more points on this board. A pretty low-scoring game thus far. 3rd down and 10. The ball is tipped. He was looking for Percy Harvin, and it was knocked away into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. I shouldn't be that excited. Larry catches everything, but now counterplay left side, Adrian Peterson getting what he can. Tough run defense. Offensive line has not been playing very well in the past few weeks. Now 2nd and 4. Vikings want to continue the ground and pound attack. And there we go. Some nice blocks on the edge. One by Andrew Corliss. Don't worry about this fumble here because it's not actually a fumble. He was down. His knee touched the ground. And so first down and 10. 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers for Christian Ponder. And time runs out quickly with the inside pressure and the sack on Christian Ponder, a loss of 8. The Vikings gain a yard on the next play, and now 3rd down and 17. Ponder back in the pocket. He's going to heave it deep. Jamez Logan, 85, going to the end zone, but he can't hang on. And I don't know what it is about James Logan, but he just does not score touchdowns. He'll make great plays, but he just does not score touchdowns. He drops a lot of balls in that area. And it's now 7-6 in the second half. Seahawks have a 1-point lead. Bryce Brown trying to get the running game going again. He's going to go outside in 2 consecutive plays that go for a loss. Vontez perfect on this tackle. And so 3rd and 16 now. Robert Griffin back to pass. Phil Taylor trying to get some pressure. And the Vikings give up a catch, and then 3 guys can't hold them back from getting to the first down marker. Come on, defense. The third down defense has been very bad in this game so far. But 3rd and 10 again for Robert Griffin III, and he's going to check it down to Zach Miller, who's not going to get the first down, and so the Vikings hold him there. But will then go 3 and out, and the Seahawks have the ball on the 35-yard line. 3rd down and 6. Bryce Brown on 3rd down, and come on, man. Another first down for the Seahawks as Bryce Brown takes another shotgun draw. And now 2nd down and 3. They're out of the I formation. Vikings trying to clog the interior of the line, and they're not going to be able to as Bryce Brown gets outside, and that's going to be a first down. He's over the century mark in this game, and doing a very good job of running the ball is Seattle. And now Zach Miller over the middle making a nice catch. His 2nd on the day as they're now inside the red zone, but then a false start penalty would back him up. Then Bryce Brown up the middle. He's inside the 5-yard line and almost into the end zone. This is a pretty solid running back they have here in Seattle. Another injury on the play, and it's a lot of players getting banged up. Nothing major, just a lot of bang-up injuries, I would have to say. 1st and goal, Bryce Brown into the end zone, his 2nd score on the day. And the Seahawks are now up 14-6. Vikings down by a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. 2nd down and 12 for Christian Ponder. He's going to take off, looking for the first down. He does not quite get it. He slides and makes it 3rd down and short. And so the Vikings now are come out in the weak eye, and they're going to hand the ball off to Adrian Peterson. There's some room, a couple of cuts, and there goes Adrian Peterson. Nobody's going to catch him, and there we go, Adrian. A nice run from our running back. Some decent blocking on that play. That's all he needs. Just get him a couple of nice blocks. He'll break through that first level, and the rest is history. And so we got to go for 2 to tie it up now, and Ponder on the play-action boot, but another sure-handed receiver, Kyle Rudolph, our tight end, does not hang on. So we're down by 2. And the Seahawks are punting here in the 4th quarter. Back deep is Mark Harrison, in for the injured George Farmer. And he's going to use his speed to get towards the left sideline and do a spin move. A pretty good return, though. We get the ball at the 37-yard line. We'll hand the ball off to Adrian Peterson, but the Seahawks are back to playing pretty stout run defense. Aaron Curry in on the tackle there. And now it is 2nd down and 19. Ponder back to pass, and he is sacked. In comes Julius Peppers, just destroying Christian Ponder, but he gets back up. 3rd down and 25. Ponder hit as he throws. No time to throw, and uh-oh. Ponder is down once again. The first time this happened, he had to miss 2 games with an injury. He's being looked at by the trainers, and we'll have an update on him in just a moment. But RG3 is back on offense. Bryce Brown, screen pass, and the blocks are set up. Adrian Wilson's blocked nicely. Keyshawn Terry finally comes over and tackles him, but a 39-yard catch for Bryce Brown, who's had the best day of anybody so far, I'd have to say. And then Bryce Brown once again, a handoff, and, well, a first down, or close enough anyway. Close to 150 yards. This kid is something. 3rd and inches, handoff to Bolden. This is Brandon Bolden into the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks as they can extend this lead now. And the update on Christian Ponder is it is a mild MCL sprain, but it's only going to be a short-term injury. Only 2 quarters he's going to miss, but it's the rest of the game. And so Colin Kaepernick, it's your time to shine. And well, his first play, he gets sacked, and the fumble is picked up by Aaron Curry. There is no protection from his offensive line. I started putting in backups because the starters were not doing their jobs. And then the Seahawks get the ball, and we got to try stopping them here. RG3 to the end zone, off the crossbar. And when that play happened, I wondered if I caught the ball off the crossbar, if the game would let it be an interception. I'm not sure. That'd be really cool. But then 3rd and 17, Brandon Bolden, don't let him get the first down. And so he gets 6 yards, and they're going to end up coming up to kick the field goal. And so the kick is up, Harrison runs back, and it is short. And so Kaepernick and the Vikings will get great field position here at their own 42-yard line. Kaepernick takes a snap, and he's back to pass, and he's seeing a sea of white coming towards him. He is sacked once again. This is ridiculous. Nobody is blocking anybody on this team. And so the Seahawks get the ball again. RG3 play action. He finds Zach Miller. I miss him with Jamel Fleming. And then he breaks a tackle, and he goes to the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks. This has gotten out of control. with the pressure from Seattle, and they're up by 15 now, and so it's still 2 scores. Kaepernick trying to actually throw the ball now. He does get it out of his own hand, but he overthrows Larry Fitzgerald by a mile. Double coverage too. 3rd down and 10 now. Kaepernick throws it to James Logan, who is lit up as he went to go catch the ball in midair, and he dropped the ball. It's incomplete. So 4th down and 10. Can the Vikings get a conversion? Kaepernick to throw. Hey, you decide to block decently on this play, but Mark Harrison does not turn his head around and see the pass coming towards him. It was pretty good touch on it, and so the Vikings are now down 30-12. And this one is all but over. Percy Harvin makes a catch. He's going to get 18 yards on the play, but this pressure from Seattle has just been too much to play against. Kaepernick now going deep for James Logan, who makes the catch in bounds. Nicely done, but we're still down by 18. Not giving up, though. We don't give up here in Minnesota. Kaepernick to throw on 1st down and 10. He's going to find Mark Harrison for the 1st down. So the Vikings, they could cut this lead to 10 points if they get the 2-point conversion after a touchdown. And with the new 1st down play, Kaepernick overthrows Mark Harrison. It is intercepted by the Seattle Seahawks, and this game is over. And so we would actually get a safety after this because we ended up just bringing the heat, and they handed the ball off and took the safety. So it's 30-14. And this one was just very ugly. The offensive line could not protect Christian Ponder. He got hurt. Could not protect Colin Kaepernick. Forced 2 fumbles in just 1 quarter. It was ridiculous out there. Not a very good passing day all around, but Bryce Brown and Adrian Peterson had a pretty nice day. Adrian had 1 nice carry, I guess. Bryce Brown had a very good all-around game. James Logan had 94 yards receiving. Percy had 57, and Larry Fitzgerald only had 1 catch for 14 yards. And so I also just realized we just played all 3 NFC West teams in a row. Anyways, Morgan Moses, our starting right tackle, surrendered 4 sacks to Julius Peppers. We have to keep our eye on him. And luckily, nobody from that game actually sustained an injury that will keep him out for any further games. And so the Vikings are now below 500, 3-4, and play the 3-5 Lions. They can't lose this game. It's week 9, and they need to bounce back against Detroit. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.